What's up, people of the world? BBJ. What's up, VIPs of the world? And yes, I don't know if I should say that anymore, but I choose to because obviously people who are gonna be watching this are most likely VIPs. So I am here to react to T.O.P Top with his album Another Dimension. So I'm very, very excited for this because I have to say this. I think the freaking Desperado song that he just released is one of my favorite songs this year. It is possibly top five. I love it. It's the most top song ever. It is for me without I think for me even without a doubt, I kind of do prefer that over his other solo songs. For me personally, Doom Dada is still like awesome, iconic. I mean, obviously the fastest rap in history. Come on. But there's just something so suave, so noir, so like just chill. Like this is literally just top at its best, and I feel like the vocals on it is a desperado. Definitely just icing on the cake. So it's gonna be tough to top Desperado. Like I said, that's why I didn't say. That's why I was gonna say like I was gonna say like, am I saying it too early? But we're gonna write it down on this paper right here that Desperado is a clear favorite already, and then we're gonna rank these. So I'm only gonna do 5 songs, and I'll do the next 5 songs on a separate video because it is pretty long. I'm very very happy and amazed that this album is very long. It's definitely very very long time since we've had Top in the industry, the music industry in general, and it's really awesome that we have this amount of music. So I am a little bit well aware of some of the lyrics that are in it, but I did not see it entirely. I just know the context. So I'm very excited to check that out and also maybe not prepared to. But anyways, let's do it. It's called I saw a lot of reactions to Desperado and a lot of them are about Thanos. And I'm like, damn, people just know him just from Thanos from Squid Games. That makes me kind of old. Also, it's no there's no problem at all. Obviously, not everybody has been a fan of K-pop for a long time, or just not fully informed yet. And I'm not hating. I'm just speaking the truth. So obviously, I've been a fan of K-pop since 2010. I've literally, my second ever boy group was Big Bang. So I definitely have had that history of literally just knowing these guys from the literally concert kings that they are. So. Let's do it. Before I start, I have a Discord. If you join my Discord, there's a link down below. You guys can do whatever you want there. As long as I read the rules, respect the rules, respect one another. No fan numbers, please. Be a multi-stand just like me. Let's go. Studio 54. So we're gonna watch these once, but I'm gonna pause to it. So hopefully you guys don't mind that. This is a reaction channel, not a watch along or sing along. Let's be chill. Can't believe it. Ooh. Oh, too early. I'm so happy, man, that he's back. Right away. I mean, we are aware of what happened with him, especially with what he's talked about in interviews too. So it definitely is very very vulnerable what he's talking about right now. a never chasing pleasure. Oh wow, yeah, the adult life, man. Like that right here. I look beyond my memories. I had a nightmare chasing pleasure. Pretty sure you're chasing like affirmation or like they just wanting to feel good. Being the best that you can be. But despite working way too hard. Like that. All of that. Yeah, it's hurting. Breaking up with you feels sweet. Ooh, beat switch. Oh God. Hey. My fans torn to pieces and full of scars. Wow, yeah, that's definitely what I'm feeling right now. Because you just miss the good old days. But I'm just happy that you know we're at this moment where he is literally back. Yeah, my every word made like a. Oh, this is the song. This is the song people are talking about. Okay. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, but I love my 20s. We're a big bang. Say less. Aww. That's awesome. I'm so sorry, but I love my 20s. We're a big bang. Yep. Those memories will forever be with him. The great memories, the really, really awesome memories with all members of the group. So say less. He can't deny it. They were amazing times for him. So sorry, but I love 20대 Big Bang. Say less. 모두 다 털고 후훌라리고 상처엔 영혼의 무지개 우리 저 만세 바비용 같아 뒤늦은 탈퇴 나 홀로 밝게 해방의 선포 광대지 저곳에 주파수 켜고 더 고창병. No, not too bad. I've cut him off. Bang bang. You know what I'm saying? Damn, that's what I heard. No, not too bad. That's the one I heard. Not too bad. I've cut him off. Bang bang. You know what I'm saying, boy? Oh, that's sad. But at the same time, he has to choose himself. I think I've actually have we'll finish it and I'll talk about it later. I've cut him off. Bang bang. You know what I'm saying, boy? God. Hey, come on. Damn. Oh, I know what that's talking about. We're not gonna go there, but damn. 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 Yeah. We know what that's talking about. That was a time. That was a time that definitely was a really, really dark time for K-pop. Young, dirty song, they just ruined my soul. New moon inspiration. Son, they just ruined my soul. And he's really emphasizing this one right here. They just ruined my soul. New moon, dirty sun, they just ruined my soul. Dirty sun, they just ruined my soul. New moon. Wow, man. Whoa, that's a song, self-crucifixion. Jeez, and it's freaking Easter. Anyways, Studio 54. Wow, that was definitely right away. That was really, really deep. That was very, very powerful in a way where that was very vulnerable of him. Yeah, man, that last part, I don't want to talk about it, but at the same time, I've been a fan for a long time, of K-pop and a Big Bang too. So I feel like I have a say rather than someone who is discovering, Top or Big Bang for the very first time, or K-pop in general for the first time. I'm pretty sure the comments are talking about it. I kind of don't. I kind of want to go into the comments and talk about. See, yeah, yep, that's literally it. I think what really is, and I talked to one of my close friends about this because she's a really big fan of Top. She's been a fan ever since. Also, um, she talked about this song, and but I didn't know much about it. I just knew like obviously there were some topics about Big Bang and the burning. I'm just gonna say the burning sun scandal was really bad. Obviously that's was such a big turning point for not just Big Bang but for K-pop. And I mean, I think it's okay to talk about. I think it's okay to talk about. It's past is past. And like Top, he's moving on. Um, what she we're always me and her are talking about whether or not Top will be in Coachella and go back to Big Bang. I feel like, for me, I thought he would be, but after hearing what she said, I feel like it's also best that he doesn't. Um, it's and I've said this and I was gonna talk about this until I wanted to finish it, right? But there's definitely things where you just have to leave, for your own soul, for your own heart. Sometimes the people that you made the great memories with, sometimes it also is a big toll on your heart. You know what I mean? On your mind, on your, you just, there's a lot of things that happen there mentally. You know what I mean? Especially knowing with everything that's happened, you feel like with all the experiences, all of the dark times, the bad moments, even though that they are his brothers, they're literally his members. Um, it's a reminder. I mean, sometimes you just gotta leave. Sometimes you gotta, obviously you're gonna be there. You're gonna obviously be brothers for life. But when it comes to the professional sides of things like this, being in a artist in the music industry, in the industry in general, um, it's not the fact that he doesn't like them anymore. It's more the fact like he doesn't want to experience this, the fans, the haters, the media. I'm pretty sure, like pretty sure people would come up to him and talk about those type of stuff, and I wouldn't do that. I'm doing it now just because I'm reacting the way I should talk about it. I think it's one of those things where he doesn't want to be he doesn't want to be in their spot. He doesn't want to share the spotlight with them just because he said it, right? He said it in Squid Games too. Like he felt like he would bring the movie the show down because of his past experience. And that sucks because that is definitely not the case. You know what I mean? He is a very talented actor. He is very he's a legendary rapper of Big Bang. Um, and that is definitely, he deserves way more than just that. But I think him choosing, if ever, to not come back is definitely a choice that we all can really agree on, as well as, we're okay with it because at the same time, we're just happy he's back, right? That's all that matters. You can never undo the past, obviously, what happened with a certain member in the group is definitely it could be very traumatizing, especially the fact that they were probably also part of that where they were also like what's it called, they were also suspects. You never know, you know what I mean? We don't know what happened behind the scenes, but that definitely clears things up. And I love the fact that he talked about it. I love the fact that he literally repeated that over and over and over and over again because that was a big deal. Yeah, I mean, I remember that happened, and I was shocked. I was shocked. The fact that it really was the biggest artist too. Like, I mean, it definitely sucks, but that's awesome that he brought that up. That is got a lot of respect for that for sure. So, yeah, man, I'm sorry if I brought all that up. I hope that no one really takes this into into account. That's just my own personal feelings, and again, people have different opinions and all. I hope no one really will kill me just because of what I said. Because at the same time, he's the one who wrote it, right? He's the one who talked about it. Those are very clearly evident that that's what he was talking about. And overall, from what I got from the song, is like he's just trying to he's trying to free his soul. He's trying to free himself, from his past, from his trauma. And I said it again, he's not, he's okay with the members. It's just that he just knows that in himself he doesn't want to experience that darkness again. So yeah, I definitely would do the same thing too. If I had to let go of people that I love, for the sake of my own well-being, then that is that's a tough choice, but it's a choice where I can still have the years of my life, still there. So yeah, wow, that was deep. Anyways, let's check out the next one. Hopefully, this is not gonna be the same. Oh, I loved it. Honestly, that could be up there. That's how it would be a song that I definitely would probably be up there in terms of best song of the album. So let's go. Another Dimension. Dude, holy dude, that's the name of the title. That's cool. Ooh, okay, what's this gonna be? I have no idea what it's gonna sound like. Ooh, piano. Give me Kanye West vibes a little bit. Dun, dun, dun. Top. Oh, what is this gonna be? Oh, it sounds good already. Oh, it sounds like an intro to the songs. Is this an intro? No, it's not. Okay, wow, wow, whole minute already. Damn.
Noisy words stack it up 침묵의 아픈 치료 난 빌어서 더 빌어 나 소리쳐 우주 빌어 Stack it up more stack it up
Noise the world must stack it up.
내경과 욕심 맞췄자 달과 수심 Stack it up make it up stack it up make it up more Fuck him up 또 빌어 소리 내 광야대 make it up more 우주 빌어 Fuck him up fuck him up fuck him up fuck him up 내 세경과 욕심 이 밤의 달의 신 I drove you in just move music feel like it
The words are those. Wow, what does the past even mean for a bigger future? Make music. Oh man, that's a bar. Wow, your past will not be my past will not define me. It make music. Just make music and let's get for a bigger future. Oof.
I drove beauty,
just music.
feel like you break juicy. 지랑과 고물미야. 절란한 미래위해.
Top. Wow, there's something so eerie about this.
This painting is another mix showing his Da Vinci smart.
여긴 어때 내리지 않게 험한 생각 관념을 벗어내 절대적인
Wow, this reminds me of G-Dragon. I don't know why. I was like, is this G-Dragon? That's him. That's not him. That's him.
여긴 어때 내리지 않게 험한 생각 관념을
Is this not G-Dragon?
절대적인 온도의 형태 어때 여긴 어때
내 토끼고 내 토끼고 아주 빵빵한 이야기꾼 살짝 열어볼까 판도라 상자 속 잡동사니고 내 토끼고 길이 달라 볼리
Damn, right. Oh, my path right after the split. Damn.
던지고 완전 보내버릴 수도 있지 던지고 눈을 감고 뒤자 이지고 이지고
Sounds like a message to Earth, bro. Ichigu, Ichigu, Jigu, Jigu, Jigu.
여긴 어때 내리지
This is giving me so G-Dragon.
험한 생각 관념을 벗어내 절대적인 온도의 형태 어때 여긴 어때 여긴 어때 내리지 않게 험한 생각 관념을 벗어내 절대적인 온도의 형태 어때 여긴 어때
I'm pretty sure the comments are like, is this G-Dragon? I know for sure it's gonna say that. Yeah. Is it not? Isn't that not? Oh, yeah, but damn, bro. Like, literally? I wouldn't be surprised if that's what he was going for. But anyways, yeah, that was you know what I'm getting at, and I think obviously in Still Life, where we saw him on the moon with the bunny outfit, right? Um, I feel like in his headspace or in his mind, he doesn't want to be in Earth. He wants to be in the moon. I feel like that's his whole mindset. Like I am not on Earth. In my mind, I am on the moon. I want to be away from the toxicity of the world. I get that vibe from him a lot for some reason. There's always that sense where he's just out of this world. You know, he's otherworldly. He's better than what this world can bring. You know, he just feels like he's. I'm not saying that he's saying that, but like I just feel like he is at a point where he does not associate himself with being, because he always mentions the moon. Yeah, I mean, he always mentions like the being the astronaut. You know, there's always those type of vibes where maybe he just doesn't want to be here. But that's what I get. Um, this one was definitely a trip. I feel like with him talking about for Earth, for Earth, for Earth, that is definitely, you know, a holy dimension. I mean, even from the holy dimension, it's definitely giving off that vibe. Holy dude. Okay, so I have written the three songs. I am not gonna rank these until the end. So, top for fans. I'm assuming for fans. Hell yeah. T.O.P.
I'm back.
Ooh. Yeah, okay, we got this vibe too. Hell yeah. I didn't expect this would be in here.
시간이 멈춰버렸으면 내 실증이 두려워 빨주 노초 숨겨둔 것한 곡씩 나눠 듣는 그 행복 잠 못 이루는 밤엔 밤새잖아 멜로디 자장가 너와 나 잡은 손을 느낄 때난 내가 두려워 시간이 멈춰버렸으면 내 실증이 두려워 You're my go-kart What's going on 이번 생은 너와 둘이 함께 Bravo What's
Going on.
내 go-kart 뾰족해도 우린 서로 T.O.P 떠나니 달로 말을
Moon again, see? Moon again.
파서 rockets 미친 광석 돌아오는 약속 사랑의 환상 저대가 멜로 작동 그녀와 다틀저 먼 길에게
Damn.
하리 도무지 알 수 없는 눈빛 난 슬픈 두 눈빛에 시간 마침 헤어지자는 말도 했지 몇 번째 보니 수백
Wow, this is a great album, man, so far.
단점이 많이 보여 괴로워 허나 장점이 훨씬 커 너와 나 잡은 손을 느낄 때난 내가 두려워 시간이 멈춰버렸으면 내 실증이 두려워 You're my go-kart
What's going on?
이번 생은 너와 둘이 함께 Bravo
What's going on?
내 꼭갈 걸 뾰족해도 우린 서로 T.O.P
Ooh, the music's giving off like rocket sounds.
You're my 꼭갈 걸
What's going on?
이번 생은 너와 둘이 함께 Bravo
What's going on?
내 꼭갈 걸 뾰족해도 우린 서로 T.O.P
Oh, this is groovy.
Love you
Love you. Okay, this one is my least favorite so far. I'm being honest. I like this one. It's definitely very groovy. But compared to the ones that we've heard already, yeah, that's definitely probably my least favorite so far. But I like the "What's going on?" Dun dun dun. It's very very groovy. Definitely the song is talking about more like in the sense of honestly, I have no idea what this is talking about. It's kind of it's confusing. It's like we are here for each other, we are here for each other, but he wants to leave. That's the vibe that I get. Um, I think it's because maybe I have to know what these words are saying. Cook is sharp. Yeah, I'm too dumb to understand this song. But at the same time, it's probably just for the fans. um, but overall, I was trying to figure out the song when we even said break up a few times. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just talking about its fans, whether or not you can stay or leave. It's your choice. But for me, I'm going to say thank you, love you, but I'm out. That's what I get. That's what I got from it. So hopefully that was what it was talking about. But again, it's your own interpretation. So yeah, guys, let's check out the next one. Zero Coke. Okay, Zero Coke. Ooh, we got some like emotion. All right, let's get it. It's probably getting me emotional. Oh, Zero Coke. Writing it down. Stranger Things? Just kidding. It's just like it. Kind of that vibe though. Wow, this sounds hella crazy good. It's like him blasting off into space right now. Wow, it sounds so cinematically beautiful. Like interstellar vibes.
Open your eyes.
Wow. Wow, this sounds nice.
넌 나의 zero cup 달콤한
Oh, I love this beat.
zero mirror 이런 victim of the unicorn zero cup 고단한 zero cup 어릴 적 띠끔먹 unicorn yeah zero cup 달콤한 zero cup 찬란한 mirror 그 시절 띠끔먹 unicorn zero cup 반복해 zero cup 어릴 적 띠끔먹 그 시절 가봤던 철없던 거
Oh wow.
더 담는 거
Probably talking about his old days, training days with the members. Cause there's that picture in the alley, right? That they were drinking Coke Zero. Oh, I like this. Wow, there was just something so. Wow, that begin. It just sounded so elegantly beautiful. Wow, that was short. I mean, the whole. I mean, it starts here. Not it like starts right in like a minute 30, but there was just something so like otherworldly about this one too. Zero Coke. I'm assuming he's probably because he was talking about being in the back alley when we were immature and fearless. Probably talking about his younger days, maybe his trainee days, maybe his older, idol days with his members, with friends, family, whatever the case is. Um, Zero Coke is probably talking about him drinking Coke Zero. What I mean, maybe that's it. I don't know, but Yeah, I love the beginning. The whole beginning just felt like a whole like if this should have been the intro of this album and then go into like Desperado. That'd be really really cool. But this one really felt like he's blasting off to space. Like this one feels like he's in a rocket. He's waving goodbye, to the memories he had, being in the back alley. Damn, did I just discover it? I don't know. I was kidding. But for sure, I definitely see that as for my interpretation, that's what I'm getting at. Just the music kind of gives me just being in space, being in a ship, looking at the stars, looking at Earth from space too. So, and then looking back at it and thinking about the good memories, the being in the back alley when we were immature and fearless, drinking our Coke Zero. We were thirsty for life, and now we're not thirsty anymore. Maybe that's it. Wow, I'm really quoting today. Anyways, yeah, that's definitely a little higher compared to for fans. That's just for me. But I kind of want to see what the comments are talking about here too. Yeah, yeah, there it is. Every breath you take. It's crazy top, silent intro. Yeah, that definitely really got a really good vibe though. That one had a really, really great vibe. I love that one. So next one, top B solid. What? Wow, this is such a masterful album right here. Whoa. I'm very convinced that he's had these songs for a long time, and I feel like he was writing to release these as soon as he can. I just feel like the songs that he's been making so far, it's all talking about, his struggles, with the past few years, So yeah, I can definitely see it. This is songs that he definitely is means a lot to him. Hey, look at the lyrics, man. Like this is all his feelings being written on a paper, and he just made it a song. Better person.
난 되고 싶어 포근한 이 매일 쓰고 싶어 널 위한 시 그냥 슬픈 눈에 흘러비 되고 싶어 I wanna be more solid 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 보다 포근포근 solid 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 wanna be more solid
Yeah.
yeah
Wow, man, people. I heard that he had crazy, crazy producers, writers on this album too, like icons. Dalbit Moonlight. Oh, that's Dalbit. Vaccine, vaccine, vaccine.
너와 나는 곳 어디든지 나나나나나 나나나
Oh, he's really choking a lot of vocals in this, man. In this album itself. Yeah.
Be solid. 폭풍에 베어가 된 소리처럼 목이 메와 왜 조금만 더 뜸들여가네 멘탈은 가끔 ever got down
I feel that, man. My mental sometimes errors out. Goddamn.
뜸들여가네 멘탈은 가끔 ever got down 난 되고 싶어 포근한 이 매일 쓰고
BBJ.
싶어 널 위한 시 그냥 슬픈 눈에 흘러비 되고 싶어 보다 좋으니 넌 되고 싶어 포근한 일 매일 쓰고 싶어 널 위한 시 그냥 슬픈 눈에 흘러비 되고 싶어 I wanna be more solid
solid, solid,
solid solid
solid,
보다 포근포근
solid,
solid
solid,
solid
solid,
wanna be more
solid, solid. Damn, okay. That was so. Whew. ASMR. ASMR. Huh? ASMR. Wow. Be solid. Be solid. That's probably everyone's goal, right? To be solid in life. To not melt. To not like spread out. You want to just be whole. You want to be one. This song definitely feels very another vulnerable song. Just him talking about his journey of finding himself. Like he said, he want to be. I want to be a warm person. I want to write a poem for you every day. I feel like that's him wanting to cater to his fans, the people who support him. I feel like he had this eternal struggle of wanting to perform for the people that love him, that support him, but of course, with the other side of people wanting to see him go down, to see him struggle, see him have problems. That's tough, man, because like no matter what, you're always gonna have people that are not gonna like you. And I feel like in his case, he just couldn't handle that maybe. I'm not saying he's weak at all, but there is definitely that internal struggle of wanting to um wanting to impress everybody. Not impress, but like to show everybody that he's not what people think he is. So that's why you're saying why he's my mental damn, my mental state damn, I want to right because it's in line of like a positive negative. Like I want to be warm to everybody. I want to write a poem for you every day, but then at the same time, he's saying like I don't want to like I don't want to also, I'm just sad. There we go. I'm just sad. Tears fall from my eye. Like he's struggling with this. Um, yeah, be solid. Always stay solid. Stay gold is what you want to say. But yeah. So far, I will say I like this one. This gives me more of an R&B vibe, which is something that I'm very very liking. I'm gonna rank these right now. So if I'm gonna rank these, I will go with this. So what is this? 6 songs so far because Desperado counts. This is 6. So number 6 is for fans. I like it. I just think that the other songs are just better. Um, but I like the what's going on part of Sweet Cool. Ooh, this is where it gets tough now. Be Solid is 5. I think it's a solid song. Definitely again very very talking about his vulnerability, but I'm pretty sure every song is about that, right? So, but this one just again has very very R&B feel, but just again the other songs are just really really good. This is where it gets tough. Zero Coke is 4. I would say it's number 4. I feel like the entire intro just felt so beautiful, but at the same time, I feel like there's not much substance when it comes to the words and all. But again, that's just because of the beautiful intro, which is still a great song. I would say number 3 is Holy Dimension. That one definitely out of this world, literally. Again, but like I said, he just doesn't want to be in Earth. But number 2 is obviously Studio 54. I feel like Studio 54 it's definitely gonna have the more impact because of the fact of the lyrics of all the things he said. I mean, the Burning Sun scandal, that is definitely a big thing to even talk about. I was even scared to talk about this dude actually said it in the song and multiple times in the song. So that's also, like very, very, and also with Holy Dimension, it felt like G Dragon was there. I don't know why, but anyways, number 1 is Desperado. I don't think Desperado is gonna be top. I think Desperado is a perfect song for top. Just his overall suave, his very chill dude that he is. Yeah, that's definitely what I got. Sorry, I was just checking something. Okay, so that was my reaction, guys, to Top with the first 5 songs from his album. I don't know if they're in order or not, but I just said, just getting the ones from this channel. Shout out to Shadow by Yoongi. This is definitely a channel I use all the time ever since I can remember. For lyrics especially. Again, people are probably gonna be like, you should be supporting the actual song. I want to know lyrics. Lyrics matter, especially when it comes to rap for sure. That matters, especially when it's top. Yeah, come on, you got to. So I apologize for that. Don't worry, I'll be listening to the official versions too. But this is my part one. I'll be checking out part two in a bit. I'm just gonna obviously um what's it called? I'll eat breakfast. There we go. I'll eat breakfast first and then we'll come back. So yeah guys, again, overall, number one is Desperado. Number two is Studio 54. Number three is Holy Dimensions. Number four is Zero Coke. Be Solids number five. And Four Fans number six. We'll see what the next five will be like. And we will rank it all together. But from what I'm getting so far, this is an amazing album, a masterpiece. I heard that he had, the really, really big producers, directors, lyricists, you know, um, uh, people, big time people work on this album. So I could not expect anything less from that. So again, I'm very happy he's back. But let's talk about it at the end. So I will see you guys on the next reaction. But just in case you do not want to watch the next reaction, thank you guys for watching. I do this for fun. I don't care about the views, but I kind of do. I really don't really appreciate K-pop. Some of Love since 2010. It is my safe space. I made so many great memories with it. I mean, appreciate Top. Top is finding himself again. He is. He's finally back. And that's a big deal. It's not some random comeback where he just chooses to do it. This is not an easy choice for him. I'm pretty sure that there are so many things that he has inside his heart, like a lot of all of the just a lot of the trauma and the bad moments, traumatizing stuff. Um, so he's very brave, man. He's very brave for coming back to visit us from the moon to Earth. So yeah, guys, I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.